Iran's completely unexpected rise in both military and strategic power, country absolutely crushed by heavy economic sanctions, actually position itself as more powerful than neighbors like Saudi Arabia, Israel, or Pakistan. How on earth did they build that kind of leverage? Okay, let's dive into this. We're going to break this complex topic down methodically into 5 pillars of Iranian strength: an emerging power, historical pride, military capability, global diplomacy, and self-reliance. Starting with Section 1, an emerging power. Heavily on open global markets, right? But Iran's technological and strategic growth is happening in near total isolation. It's honestly surprising the world. They are sending a very clear message that their power just isn't dependent on integrating with the West, and they are not going to bow to external pressure. Moving on to Section 2, historical pride and the legacy of Persia.
The source analysis highlights a really crucial point here. It describes Iran as, quote, not just a landmass, but a symbol of civilization, struggle, and power. For the Iranian people, literally every city, every village tells a story of survival, and that deep national pride is a massive psychological asset.
You can trace this resilience way back, from the era of the Great Persian Empire to surviving confrontations with Arab and Turk empires, all the way to navigating today's modern global powers and sanctions. The main takeaway? They have repeatedly rebuilt themselves. Which brings us to Section 3, missile and military capability. Now, what's really interesting here is the data behind the Middle East's largest homegrown missile program. Their Shahab missiles can reach up to 2,000 kilometers away, with precise short-range strikes. And the Sigil? That is a solid-field missile reaching up to 25. It's a massive deterrence. But hardware is kinda useless without the brains behind it. Iran's true military backbone is its organizational depth. We're talking about a vast human network of strategists, engineers, and top-tier scientists driving all this technological independence. Building directly on that is their use of hybrid warfare. Over the years, they've mastered this really calculated blend of conventional military might and unconventional tactics. And that's exactly how they project power far beyond their immediate borders. You can clearly see this in their advanced cybersecurity networks and highly vigilant intelligence agencies, which are a huge cost. Actually achieves its goal of modernizing its air force, the strategic challenge for its rivals is going to escalate exponentially. Let's shift to Section 4, diplomacy and global strategy. Of course, military might is really only half the story. You need clever global positioning too. Recognizing they can't just stand alone, Iran executes this incredibly complex balancing act, navigating severe adversity with Western nations while deliberately building very strong ties with powerful allies like Russia and China. And finally, Section 5, real power through self-reliance. Iran obviously possesses vast oil and gas wealth, but the key here is that they don't just treat these as financial assets. In times of conflict, these energy resources are transformed into vital strategic leverage against global markets. So the crucial point is this: if you only look at Iran as a spot on a map, you totally miss its true power. It boils down to a 3-step formula of self-reliance: comprehensive planning, constant preparation, and extreme patience. It's a long-term vision that forces the rest of the world to pay attention. While we've unpacked the history, the military capabilities, and the global strategy based on the source material, but now it is your turn. What is your opinion on the geopolitical strategies of Iran and other Muslim nations? Drop your thoughts down in the comments. We'd absolutely love to read them.